Did Doja Cat prove that controversy doesn't immediately destroy an artist, but slowly damages the relationship that keeps the career alive? The music industry can buy promotion, playlist placements, features, fashion campaigns, and award show performances, but it cannot manufacture a loyal relationship between an artist and an audience forever. Doja Cat built her career differently from many traditional artists. Her internet personality wasn't separate from the music, it was a part of what people purchased. Now, fans felt like they understood her humor, personality, and rebelliousness. That became dangerous when a relationship changes, though. The same unpredictability that originally made her interesting can begin can begin to start exhausting her audience. Controversies that appeared survivable individually can accumulate over time. Fans may continue playing the old hits while supporting her new era, but the viral attention can make an artist look culturally dominant, even when the commercial foundation is weakening. A successful tour doesn't necessarily provide the newest music, it's connection. People, people primarily attend for established catalogs. So the important question isn't whether she has been canceled. It is, can an artist keep superstar status after teaching fans that support doesn't matter? Hey, but before we go any further, my name is Klasic from Klasic Live. I'm a music producer / content creator. Work with the likes of 50 Cent, will.i.am, Kid Ink, Kendrick Lamar, Razcast, O3 Greedo. The list goes on and on. But I got the homie OG Corn Dog with me. I'm going to need y'all to do two things before we start. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Get us in the algorithm. Show us some love. Do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like retweet, whatever it is. Follow, subscribe. Like I said, whatever it is that you can do to make sure that y'all showing that y'all show y'all appreciation. Now, bro, what's your thoughts about everything, man?
Um, that part right there where you were saying at the end, is it possible? I didn't really gather that, but I'm putting it in this perspective in terms. Is it possible to win without the support of your fans? Yo, I think that's impossible. There's no way you will be able to do anything without your fans. The fans are the ones that are there for you in that support. You could put music out, and if no one liked it, I understand that. Okay, you ain't got no fans. No one likes it. If you're putting out music that people like and they support you, especially with the today's age of social media, people they want to feel like they personal with comments. You know what I mean? And for you to be not supportive of your own fans, that's who's supporting you, is nuts. Because I'm sure that's where the downfall comes with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I see her as a very beautiful young lady. She's talented, great performer. I think she should be up there as one of those stars, man. That's above average. You know what I mean? I honestly feel that way because I can see the talent. I don't know if she writes all of her lyrics, but I know she probably writes part of them. But if you can't perform the way she performed, you're not a star then. If you don't have that talent, you're not a star. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. She has all of the potential of that. And when you are in the music industry, you're making the music, it's an art. You're expressing yourself. You want the world to see your art. Um, let's just say if she was a famous painter, she was at an art gallery. she's there attending there at the art gallery. The people go and she's there, for rubbing shoulders with everybody that's at the art gallery. Somebody compliments her work, tells her that she's such a good artist, and she turns around and insults them. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Like, yeah, I mean, if it's a female, she's gonna say something like, "Oh my God, I didn't know she was like that," and then you just lost a fan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she done lost more than enough from the years past of her history with things, man.
2023.
Yeah, it's been 3 years now. You know what I mean?
I'm saying 2023. That was that year where she lost millions of fans.
Yeah, right. And I'm saying that it adds on year after year. So did she lose all of them then? Because if you lost
a nice chunk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about adding it all the way up from 3 years though.
Yeah.
I did hear something about she had a project. I don't know how recent it was. It was called V, and they said that flopped.
Yeah.
And then you think about the part of maybe she's just not into music right now, or maybe she's taking a break. Who knows what the point is with her right now? What's going on? But when it comes to disrespecting the fans, that probably has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? For real.
Hey, for an artist to diss their fans is the equivalent to you working a job and dissing your boss, bro.
Right.
Like,
right.
Fuck you, give me my paycheck. You feel me?
Every day. Every day. Go to work every day and see how long you gonna have that job. Hey. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same sense. You're right about that angle right there, that perspective. Yeah.
Hey, that's real shit. Now check it out. People keep saying Doja Cat career is over, but I don't believe that. The real story is she still has major label backing, recognizable hits, brand partnerships, and a worldwide tour. The real problem may be much harder for the industry to repair. Doja Cat appears to have damaged her relationship with the people who made her a superstar. A record label can purchase promotion, but it can't force an audience to trust you. So tonight, we asking whether Doja's controversies are finally catching up with her, or whether controversy was always a part of her product. Now, let me scroll over here. I got something saved. Past homophobic slur controversy, 2018. Old tweets resurfaced in which Doja used a homophobic slur. Her initial attempt to defend herself intensified the backlash, but she apologized, deleted the post. 2020, tiny chat and racial conversation. Video circulated showing Doja participating in online chat rooms reportedly frequent by controversial users. Critics accused her of enabling racist behavior. Doja denied participating in racist conversations, and she said she had used public chat rooms since childhood. 2020, the Didn't Do Nothing song controversy. A previously released song that was entitled that it resurfaced because the phrase has been used online to mock Black victims of police violence. People accuse her of racism. Doja apologized, saying the song was intended to respond to people who had used that phrase against her, not as an attack on Black people. In 2020, she had a controversy with that, the lockdown that we had. You know what I'm saying? She publicly compared it to the flu. And then she later revealed that she had contracted the virus, leading to criticism that her earlier comments were irresponsible. She had a Paraguay fan conflict and I quit declaration in 2022. Severe weather canceled her festival appearance, and a lot of the fans was they not having that. Calling her successful albums cash grabs in 2023.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She described her hot pink implanted her as commercially digestible projects or cash grabs. Some longtime supporters interpreted that as disrespecting the music and the fans that established her career. Another thing in 2023, the conflict with her Kittenz fan base. You know what I'm saying? She mocked fans for calling themselves Kittenz, criticized fans' accounts, and refused to tell followers she loved them because she didn't personally know them. Several fans' accounts closed, and she lost hundreds of thousands of followers. Another thing in 2023.
Oh my God.
To losing the followers. Instead of attempting to repair the relationship, Doja said the mass unfollowing made her feel free. Supporters saw this as her honesty and independence. Critics saw it as further evidence that she didn't value her core audience. 2023 again. Her Jay Cyrus relationship backlash. Fans objected that, to her reported relationship with streamer Jay Cyrus because former community members had made misconduct allegations against him. Doja rejected fans' attempts to control her personal relationship, present those accusations as allegations. And 2023 again. The demonic scarlet imagery.
Oh yeah.
The visual surrounded Paint the Town Red, demons, and scarlet generated accusations of satanic and occult symbolisms. This was primarily an interpretation of her artistic imagery, not evidence that she belonged to any secret organization. Doja appeared to embrace and troll the reaction. In 2023, I'm lying.
I'm about to say
I'm lying. Let's go to 2026. In recent, she started talking about Tyga, the Tyga AI criticism. Now, Doja insulted Tyga while criticizing the AI-assisted project used for the Starface project. Tyga responded that AI was merely a creative tool and maintained that he wrote and performed his material. So, you know what I'm saying? She had all these different controversies, and the thing that I want to tie up with that is no single controversy destroyed Doja Cat's career. The larger issue is a culmination. Every conflict withdraws a little more goodwill from the same audience the industry needs to support her next era. So she's basically being her own worst enemy by, if you want to say keeping it real or whatever it is, she's self-sabotaging her career by publicly making these statements. And to be honest with you, to fix that, you definitely need a better PR team. If they need you to get off of social media, whatever it is, and I hear a lot of people don't run their own accounts. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that just to have that amnesty to say whatever they want to say and then blame it on somebody else. But
right.
Some people truly don't do that social media stuff, because you can say how you feel about something. It can be harmless, but a lot of people will interpret it as harmful. So you definitely have to watch what you say when you're trying to maintain an image on social media. So before we get into this video, bro, like out of all those controversies, bro, what do you have to say about that, gang?
All right. First of all, I'm gonna say this: that old term, she shot herself in the foot. Okay, let's just go with that. With all of that being said, and most of it being directed towards the fans, what the hell are you doing? If you don't understand how you get a paycheck and you know how it works in the industry, then you don't need to be there with that. You know what I mean? Because you cannot insult your money. Just look at your fans as if they are dollar bills. Just look at it as that sense then, because that's what's going on. This This one probably pays 2 Benjamins. This one pays 5, and this one pays 10. You just insulted the one that spent 10 Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? So you lost that fan. And then the one that spends 10 or 5 Benjamins, he heard about what you did to 10 Benjamins, and then he out. And then so on, domino effect. You know what I'm saying? I heard that she lost, I heard what, 200 to 500,000 in one day. 200 to 500,000 followers in one day. And if that was the case, I don't think they're coming back. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear nothing else you got to say now. You insulted them. Oh, those are your fans. What the hell are you doing? If you're purposely doing this and you're self-destructing yourself in this fashion, it sounds like you're not trying to do music anymore or anything pertaining towards it. You sound like you done gave up. And you're running now. I hear this that she's running off to the internet or something. You know. What was the last? What was the last project I was mentioning? The last project that flopped, V. That's what I heard. I don't even know what year that came out. Was that last year?
It came out like September. And do you pronounce it V or Vi?
Vi. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's VIE.
Yeah, Vi.
It's kind of like
my
die,
bad.
so Vi.
Yeah, Vi.
Yeah.
I don't even think I heard a song off of that, to tell you the truth. Damn, that's crazy. And that part right there. What was the marketing plan with that? And maybe this is why I think, honestly, dude, I think she's taking a break, bro. She's seen how that last project went and it didn't go too good. And she's like, let me sit back. Let me do something I like. And what she's doing now, I hear, is that what is it? Streaming or something? Streaming on Twitch.
Hey, and to hold on to what you were saying, that OK song that we had a pod about not too long ago, that's on Lotto album. That's not on Doja Cat album. So
okay.
That is a good question. What's up with the rollout? What was the single? Because I haven't heard anything as far as Doja Cat. You feel me? Like, we talked about that song that was on Lotto Project, but Doja Cat haven't really had any type of marketing associated with the release of her V album or Vi. You know what I'm saying? So you might be on to something, bro.
Yeah, like, I think we discussed this in the last podcast when it comes to the industry, like the marketing plan of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that purposely done then to where like they want to make the artist fail? You feel me?
It depends on the team that you have surrounding you, and it depends on what the artists want. Because sometimes the artist can be fighting tooth and nail against certain things because they want to get out of a contract. You know what I'm saying? So
right, okay, that can mean something too. Because I'm saying this. Let's just say this. This is something that happened today. You talk about a marketing scheme. Let's just talk about what happened today with the game dropping an unexpected diss to Kendrick Lamar. Academics is playing it. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this earlier, and I know you said that, hey, I think he gave that to him, and he playing it off like, it wasn't given to him. You know what I mean? And he planned it for the marketing scheme of it. That's smart. You understand what I'm saying? It's some play in the internet with that. When it comes to the fans, as in hip hop on the internet, they're gonna follow stuff like that. You know what I mean? People got to get a little smarter when it comes to this marketing scheme because it's a new era of how to handle this. I don't know how they did her in 25 in September, but that didn't work. We should have knew about that. This is Doja Cat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see her as an above average artist, bro, when it comes to females. I don't compare her to Sexy Red.
Hey, I agree with you on that. And I got two questions for you. Would you say Doja Cat is above or below Aaliyah?
Man, that's a hard question because, because Aaliyah was known, but then as soon as she started breaking out to being a young lady, her demise came. And that's when she was just about to, because who know how far she would have went. You know what I mean? Because that was just that. Doja Cat was, and she got right there to the point. She's still here though. You know what I'm saying? It's, I would say, damn boy. You know, because during back that time, man, you know, the music that, you know, we listened to was not that much popular to America then. You know what I mean? So things now is more popular than it was then. You know what I'm saying? So that's a hard comparison right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say Doja Cat would be more popular in America right now today than Aaliyah was in her prime.
Now, low key, I know I asked the question, but I have to be honest. I would say that it would kind of be a tie just for the fact that Aaliyah didn't have enough time in the game like that.
Right.
But Doja Cat, low key, is on the production side. She do a lot of her writing and stuff. Her voice is pretty dope. She's a dope rapper. So she's kind of more of a full package. Now, the other question I was going to ask, marketing. Well, I got three questions kind of pertaining to the game situation. Now, when you talk about marketing, do you think people will react to this the song that he did with Drake if he gave it to academics versus academics stealing the song to play?
Good question. Because I think it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter.
I kind of think public perception will look at if Game was eager to give a song to academics to play, it kind of seemed like he's thirsty for attention. If academics stole the song and played it against the Game will, it would kind of seem like he, you know, hey man, you kind of messing up my plan. I'm trying to be more strategic. I'm not thirsty to release the record like that, but since you did it, now I'm gonna have to bring it out, you know. So marketing is very important because you can do this, you can do the same thing two different ways and get two different results from stuff. So, you know, to tie that along with Doja Cat, something is going on with their marketing. And the third question is, do you believe the marketing with the demon, paint the town red, all the imagery, the demonic imagery, do you think that have anything to do with what's going on today?
Yes. I would say so because, you lose fans, you insult fans, you mock them in videos, you go on this rebellious run throughout your videos of demonic imagery. Yes. I've heard females say, I used to like Doja Cat till she got to saying what she said online. I like Doja Cat until I seen that video. You know, I've heard females say that. You know what I'm saying? So, I would think that would have a lot to do with it. Yeah.
And with you saying that, then that could lead to the reason why she is doing what she's doing today. You know, a lot of these artists don't really take accountability for the stuff that they do. They'll be quick to blame their artist. I mean, their manager. They'll be quick to blame the label for not assisting them in certain things. And maybe she's trying to get out of her contract. We got a couple of comments in here, but then we got to get into this video. We got Splashy. We got Brian in the building. Salutations to my esteemed colleagues, Klasic and OG Corndog. hit that like, drop that mic, and everything will be all right. Hey, Brian, when is the album coming out, bro? Just let me know. Hey, Brian also said, Doja Cat, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I'll make her purr while I stroke her fur. If you know, you know. She may not be a hoe, but I can tell it slow. Take it slow. Yes. Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. He's dropping it.
That's
EP,
right,
y'all.
That's right, Brian.
The King Brian coming soon. You feel me? Brian also said sometimes in business you have to primitively spin positive customer service, especially if you know what you say or do could ruffle feathers. You have to preemptively. That you gotta put that spin on everything so certain customers could feel good about the stuff that they're consuming. And that's why I believe that she shouldn't have access to her social media like that, bro. Like sometimes artists are too smart for their own good to where they can end up fucking up what they got going on.
That's true.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
especially if you've been, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, is she really like that? Is she really that honest speaking like that? Or is she just trolling in some kind of way because that's what she's used to, like certain people in the comments that like to be in chats and say indirect and stupid shit. You know what I mean? If she one of them,
start with X. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't said no names. You know.
hey, but I agree though. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, she probably. That's why they say don't meet your favorite artist or whoever it is, because come to find out, they're not exactly who you see on the screen, and she could be like that to where she's just a let's say, lack of better word, she's an asshole. And you could be a dope artist, but you rub everybody the wrong way. So,
in real life.
Yeah. So that type of stuff, you have to find a way to kind of put that, you got to cap that to where it's not affecting what's going on in your craft, because at the end of the day, you'll be lying saying that she's not talented. Now, when it comes to the visuals and the certain images and stuff like that, I can understand how people want to jump ship. You feel me?
Okay, so, let me ask you something on that part.
Yeah.
Do you think that was all her idea or the industry's idea for that?
I'm not gonna lie. We talked about this before, and I was saying that with the Beyonce stuff, it kind of seemed like that was more of an industry thing. But with this Doja Cat, I'm gonna say that I think Doja Cat, she's more into what's going on. She had that incident. Hey, I was in these rooms and all this other stuff as a child. So she's into internet culture, and she's trolling, knowing that hey, if I look a certain way or look crazy, because we haven't seen Beyonce go to an award show wearing nothing but rubies or whatever it is on your body.
You said it. You know
what I'm saying? So I believe that she is the one that's responsible for a lot of her imagery. And the funny part about it, at the end of the day, she can just blame that on her management and her label and say that they made her do it. And lo and behold, she was the main person that was behind everything. So, you know,
controversy sells. And, you know, that kind of made me think of something real quick. But in, I don't know what year it was, whatever the song was released with Madonna, Like a Prayer. I guess the prayers like a prayer, real controversial, crosses up, burning, all that. And, you know, it was a big deal about that video. The controversy of it is what sold it during that time. Everybody was like, oh, it was like a premiere video. So they tuned in, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that, you know, the controversy sells, like you said, the red rubies and all that. Attention is, I wanted to say attention something else, but you know what I mean. She's used to being online, chatting in rooms, and saying stupid shit like the rest of the people in the comments.
Hey, and honestly, at the end of the day, when you do stuff like that, you get attention.
Yeah.
But the caveat to that is, what type of attention are you drawing? Is it good attention or bad attention? And sometimes people do a lot of stuff for attention, and then once the spotlight is on them, it's like, oh shit, hey, chill out. Why y'all looking at me? You know, so
she knows what she know what she's doing, dude.
I agree.
She know what she's doing. Yeah,
I agree, fam. Hey, for some reason, I hear the echo again right now.
Oh, my bad.
But that's all good. Hey, but for those that's watching, I see that these numbers are creeping up on these other things. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like, retweet the video, heart it. Make sure you follow. Get us in the algorithm. The more people that's in this conversation, the better that we can have a better conversation about this. So I appreciate
that part right there
pulling up. And we're going to get into this video by Jay the Black. You feel me? Now it says Doja Cat past comes back to haunt her as her career begins to fall off. Now shout out to him, and let's check this video out. Gang.
What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everybody tuning. Make sure y'all like this video and share it, because I'm going to talk about Doja Cat. She is trending on social media again due to her past coming back to haunt her a bit. Years ago, y'all remember when she was in those alt-right apparently racist chats, and she would go in there and seek the attention of these geeks. And it went viral then. And now it is resurfacing due to various clips of her now streaming on Twitch. And there are people who are also talking about how she may have fell off, how it doesn't seem like she's focused on her music career anymore. She's more focused on being a content creator or streamer. She was almost canceled over that. But at the time, Doja Cat was getting a lot of media push. She was being heavily promoted by the industry, kind of like Lizzo. But also similar to Lizzo, there's been a bit of a fall off with her musically. Her latest album, Vi, it basically flopped. And that was, she put that out last year. And over the last couple of months, I've noticed that she's streaming on Twitch more. She has a whole setup in there, and she's basically a streamer now. And one of her first acts of being a streamer is calling out other artists, like she did recently with Tyga. She called him out for apparently making an AI album. He actually responded back to her, and this is where she is. You know.
Oh, I get it now.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space?
I get it.
With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact address in just seconds.
So what do you get, Negro?
Just by him saying that she's basically on here I can say criticizing, but critiquing music. And hell, when it comes to critiquing Tyga, hell, what the. You see what kind of rating he got from, I don't know what source that was, but it was 0.0. Like, damn, that's embarrassing. But if you was gonna, if you do this again and continue in this fashion of critiquing music, when I said I understand is, she's looking for material for inspiration.
By critiquing Tyga stuff?
By critiquing other artists, not just him. It's going to be probably others then. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to build up, and then she's going to come out and write an album about the experiences that she's having online. I guess that was probably all her source of inspiration in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Was being online and making songs from different experiences that she had being online in chat rooms. That's what I'm getting.
You know what? With you just saying that, my mind kind of went left. What was the first song that she came out with, bro?
That cow shit? Move.
And that was like a meme song. So that further expounds on the fact that she's a troll, bro.
Right.
Like, she's doing all this stuff for basically shits and giggles. And
right.
some people don't play with that demonic imagery, but there's something called dark humor to where she feels like, hey, I don't give a damn. It's gonna make people. She probably laughing like a motherfucker. Oh, they think that I do this and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
She even, the crazy part about it is she even got a tattoo of I forgot what type of figure it was.
Yeah, I seen some weird shit.
Yeah, it had like a goat head on it and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get the real close up on it, but it was something weird.
So sometimes people are very dedicated to their elaborate jokes.
I know.
And shit like
just
that.
to go that far is crazy.
Hey,
just for
people figure like, hey, I get it today and then I get it covered up tomorrow. You feel me? So
yeah,
the thing
but
is
like,
that, huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say the thing is sometimes you kind of can lose people before you wrap up your joke.
Okay, she's lost a lot already so far. She's back online, and like I said, I think she's trying to find. Maybe she has writer's block, or it's something there that's not inspiring her to be the artist that she is right now, bro. If she's taking a break in some kind of way, and you can't take a break too long because you ain't Kendrick. Kendrick can take a break.
Yeah.
Nobody else can. You got to stay busy. You got to stay out there. The fans gonna want you to come out, and if not, you'll be forgotten.
To be honest with you, Kendrick, I want to agree with you, but I'm kind of thinking about this. Like, I don't agree with you because I believe if you're that talented, Kendrick isn't the main, like Frank Ocean. People were saying Frank Ocean was so dope, but he took so many hiatuses, and then when he came back, people was fucking with it. But people started not fucking with it was because the music wasn't the same quality. So if you take time off and you deliver with that spectacular ass project, people are going to forget about the time that you was gone and appreciate everything. The problem is with today artists, they're more focused on being content creators and creating content rather than making substance for records. If you took 4 or 5 years off and you came back with a timeless album to where everybody's like, oh shit, this is what you've been working on. Hey, take your time. You feel me?
Right.
But I don't think too many artists are willing, or and it's not talent level, but I don't think that they're as dedicated to their craft. And I'm not going to blame them because social media have so many different avenues to where you can generate income from, to where sometimes people can be distracted from their craft and be like, you know what, I'm going to take a break from music or whatever it is, when you actually do need to constantly sharpen your your knife. You know what I'm saying? So we're in a funny era to where music has become so commercialized that a lot of these artists are going to fall off because of too many different options. Now, Brian said something important. He said, would anyone have watched Jerry Springer if there weren't any fights? Doja is using the same formula. That was the main reason why they was watching. So controversy sells, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, long as people are talking about you, that's all that matters. Me personally, I think there's kind of some jackets that get put on you that is hard to bounce back from or shake from. But some people still think even if you get the worst of the worst jacket on you, hey, they still talking about me. It don't matter. They still talking.
Hey, and that part where the fan was talking about, naming all the other fans kittens. I don't see nothing wrong with that, man. Why she had to go hard on that girl like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That was uncalled for. That was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you take that as homage. You know what I'm saying? That you have a support base like that. Look what happened with Nikki. But what's her fans called?
The Barbs.
Barbs. You know what I'm saying? So no offense. She didn't take no offense to that. she rolled with it. You know what I'm saying? And they phenomenal now. You don't want to mess with them bars. They'll shut your ass down. For real. For real, though. But see, she could have had a squad like that. But she evidently don't care.
That's self-sabotaging, bro.
Like, yeah, if you don't care like that, then you might as well stay out of the damn music. The music business, like, because there's no reason for you to make a song, perform a song, you know, it's no reason for them to do it. If that's how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you insulting all of your fans, why are you there doing it in the first place?
Yep. Hey, but before we get back to this video, though, another thing that happened, she said she don't feel like she had to say "I love you" to my fans. Now, how do you feel about that if you had a fan? Oh, corn dog, I love you, and it's a guy.
Man, I love you back.
Hey, now see how hard is that to do? Like, it's nothing to say it back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's just that easy. You know what I'm saying? If I got a fan out there that's watching right now, and I love corn dog. That motherfucker right there, keep that shit real, man. Man, that's my dog right there. Hey, corn dog, I'm your #1 fan. I love you, man. Man, I love you too. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that, bro? Especially if that fan bought any type of material from me that made my life better. Why would I insult the people that's paying? That's like, it reminds me of this lady that, I don't know if that lady's still there. Right there on El Segundo Avalon, the pet store over there. I used to buy fish, fighting fish over there, right over there by Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay, she's still there?
The Asian lady?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That lady cuts everybody out. You know that, right? You ever been in there?
Yeah, yeah.
I used to buy fish. You know what I'm saying? And I used to buy a lot of fighting fish. So I would go in there, and you know, a lot of my fish was dying because I'm buying fighting fish. You know what I'm saying? And the first day I went in there to go buy the fish, what are you doing? Hey, what you buy? You buy fish? You buy fight fish? You fight fish? You fight fish? I'm like, hey, hold up. Hey, oh, no, take fish back. I don't know. I still sell to you. I'm like, huh? You don't even know me. She cussing me out. I'm her customer. You see what I'm saying?
Running people off, gang.
Crazy. That's just an example of what she's doing. Don't get it.
Yeah, man. And shit, let's get back to it, man. And the crazy part about it is Doja Cat 30, so you'll figure, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, the way how you want to run people off, that sounds like some, you know, a 20-year-old artist, a 19-year-old artist and shit would do, to where they don't really know much about the industry or about life, to where they'll make up that mistake. But shit, you 30 years old, man. Like, you
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Doja Cat was as hot as she was
Still
4 or
is.
5 years ago, almost. I don't think she'd ever be doing this. But she was the type of person to be in these chat rooms with these alt-writers, these geeks, right? And just looking for attention, and they really weren't interested in her like that. But if you look at her background, she seems to have a lot of self-esteem issues. You know, she's a biracial female. She doesn't get along with her black father for whatever reason. And she's always seemingly sought that's got a lot to do with it, of Caucasian people. This is why she was in the chat room, you know, trying to get attention. And it just seemed like a lot of those guys didn't care. She was basically a mascot. And you have somebody who was getting pushed by the media, and even though her name was ascending, she still sought these regular dorks' attention. There's a reason why I'm calling them geeks and dorks. I'll get to it in a second, because the whole thing just came off very goofy, right? There's a method to the madness here. Just follow me. Here you got Doja Cat in the basically the prime of her career. mixing it up with people she shouldn't have. But that's that low self-esteem, always seeking the approval of Caucasian people. And she was able to get out of that situation. And then she starts to melt down because she is the type of person that wants fame and celebrity, but she don't want to be a celebrity. She just wants people to like her.
I dare you to let me build you a complete
Crazy.
with 20 hand.
Music was just a part of that. Maybe she never expected to be a big star, but she had the look, right? They wanted to push the next Rihanna or whoever, right? The next non-white female in pop. And then, you had Doja Cat make her way over into rap. And people are like, what are you doing? Like, and that, she felt like she had to try to prove people wrong that she could go from different genres, whether it's pop to rap or whatnot. And the thing is when you have these self-sabotagers, Doja Cat is a self-sabotager. She crashed out on her own supporters. Mind you, this is when she's in the prime of her career. Back in 2023, she's crashing out and going off on her followers. I think she did that because she was dating a Caucasian guy who had a very questionable past. And she got upset at her fans for that. And I think that rubbed a lot of them the wrong way. And I think a lot of them stopped supporting her. These artists have to understand, you only have a certain window. Especially if you're not making great music. Now, again, you're going to probably have a Doja Cat fan who listens to this. She makes great music, Jay. Well, is she? I don't see anybody out here talking about the great music Doja Cat is doing. That's why this latest album flopped, because the fans didn't care for it. There was no word of mouth, right? That's usually what helps albums.
Oh, that part.
Is word of mouth, right? You have the first sales, but then you have a consistent week to week where fans are consistently buying it to where it gets the big number that she may have been expecting. And I think that because the last album underperformed, now she's turned to a streamer because that's easier to do. And that's what she's always wanted to do. I think Doja always wanted to just be a regular girl, but the validation and money that comes with it. She's no different than these female rappers. I've told y'all this. Most of these female rappers don't care about the art. They just care about being famous and making money. Look at Lotto. She couldn't wait to get with 21 Savage and be on his side while he's married for years until he finally accepted her. That's validation means everything to her. You look at Megan Thee Stallion, all these people out here dating celebrity after celebrity on social media, twerking it up. It's about fame and money. Look at Saweetie. I mean, my goodness.
Damn, what the hell happened to Saweetie? Shit.
I was just thinking about that.
Man.
For real.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, she had McDonald's meals. What?
Hey, for real, nigga, like shit. She was kind of making her mark, even though she kind of had some bad press. She found a way to have McDonald's meals and stuff.
Yeah, man, that's big.
If I'm not mistaken, she's related to somebody. Well, they saying Gabrielle Union and all that stuff, but it's somebody else that's in the music industry she related to. But yeah, that's crazy.
Trying to get with famous dudes, not focusing on the art, not focusing on making great music. Look at Cardi B. Not making no consistent music, not consistently on the road. I mean, Cardi just went on tour, yes, but how many years did she wait to go on tour this time?
Hey, women.
No, Doja Cat is no different, but her vice was the validation from your average everyday, person, especially in the Caucasian community. And now she has the money. She has the validation. She has fans. Now she just gets to do what she wants to do, because I just don't think she has a passion for music. Now she's just a streamer critiquing other artists now. You know it's over when you see Doja Cat, an artist like her who has a name. Let's be real, she has a name. Critiquing another artist. You just don't really see that unless there's beef there. But she's critiquing him. She is becoming a content creator, a streamer, because it's easy to do that in her mind, by the way. I'm not saying it's easy, because none of this stuff is easy. You have to put work into it. But for her, all she ever wanted, yes, she liked the fame and what comes with it, but she don't like the responsibility. She doesn't like people looking into her personal life. She doesn't like the fact that people will screenshot her being in these weird chat rooms with weirdos. She wants to be able to do what she wants to do. So now she can stream on Twitch and twerk it up like y'all been seeing on these clips. And she ain't the only artist, by the way. There's other artists too who are now streamers because they know it's a lot of money in streaming, and you get to just say and do whatever. And that's what they want to do. She wants to be able to do things without being, I guess, without being under a microscope. But she's always going to be under a microscope until she's like quit music completely, which she might as well do, because is she putting out any music right now that people want to listen to? The latest album flopped. So she's at a place where a lot of these women are. They want the money. They want the fame, the validation, but they don't want to put the work in. Now, I will say this, Doja Cat has put work in.
Let's go. Melodies, psychedelic.
Yo. Stop it for a minute. Doja Cat ain't got no kids, right?
Nah.
Cardi B does tours. He's saying Cardi B's not staying consistent. She got kids. She miss her kids. She want to spend some time with her kids. I get that. This girl, Doja, ain't got no kids. She ain't doing nothing. She got plenty of time to go out there and go do tours, get out there and keep her ardor up and stay consistent in the game. You got nothing but time, baby. You ain't got nothing that's holding you back. You go do for what you want to do. Ain't nobody depending on you right now but yourself. So why hold yourself back with the talent that you have, with the access that you have? You know what I mean? Get out there, and if you are a true artist, you stay an artist. You will never, if you stop being an artist for 10 years, you still know how to draw. Okay? That's my point right there. It might take you a minute to get back to it, but you're still an artist. Now, while you're in the motion of your prime, you don't, especially when you're in your prime, you don't stop there. You got to keep moving forward. You got to let yourself die out. Do what you put out. Don't take that last album as a flop, as you being in your feelings, and that's it for me. Because that's not the way it goes. It doesn't happen like that. Just the same way with this YouTube stuff. I'm new to this. You know what I mean? I put out a whole bunch of material. I might not get hits here and there, but I'll get hits on one that'll go crazy. It's the same thing. Like, stay consistent. If you stay consistent, especially if you wouldn't have lost your fans. If you'd have stayed consistent without losing the fans, being supportive of the fans that love you, it's right there for you. All you have to do is produce the art. That's it. That is it. You want to be happy? You stay consistent in doing what you like. Now, if you like sitting there being on stream and you want to insult other people and you want people to insult you of how funny looking you are and all this kind of self-conscious things that you feel about yourself, if that makes you happy and you think that's going to make you money, I guess I would have to say you go with, what makes you happy then. But you know what it is when it comes to the bread. If you selfishly thinking that you sitting there want to go do some streaming so you can keep the money to yourself without partnership of any connections to the industry, then I can understand that maybe that's a part of it too. Maybe you ain't getting broke off how you should be getting broken off, but I highly doubt that. I really do. I highly doubt that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sitting here thinking that you only got like less than $1 million in the bank. There's no way I'm thinking that you have less than $1 million in the bank. If I would consider that bankrupt for someone of your stature and tier in the game. You know what I mean? So why not pursue further with your craft? Why do this is such a mystery to me. It really is, dude. I mean, talent wasted, if that's the fact. It's going backwards. You're really going backwards. You're going back to the start. Stop it.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Like Corny just dropped some good gems, and I agree with that. Brian said, "Is she so different from Cardi B? Cardi started off nefariously on the internet." And Brian said, "I am not a weirdo." Where did that come from, bro? Like what?
Oh, no. I think you were saying something about when I mentioned about people being in the comments. I was referring to people that make weirdo comments. Brian, I'll never consider you a weirdo. Man, this man right here I'm on the podcast with is my brother. And I know what y'all relationship is. You my brother. So you ain't got to worry about that part right there, bro. I ain't never coming negative to you. You my brother, Brian.
I don't even think I don't know what the fuck Brian talking about.
I think that's what, because I'm talking about like how motherfuckers be coming with weird comments. No, that had nothing. I think maybe I said that. No, that had nothing to do. I'm talking about a certain individual, and Brian, you ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I think it was something that old boy said in the video. Could be. I don't know. Brian said everyone wants to be Missy Elliott from rapper to producer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have that. I was referring to Doja in the chat room. I was referring to Doja in the chat rooms.
What?
I'm not a weirdo.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Brian be on that sugar, man. He be off that sugar water. You feel me? So
man,
don't mind him. Hey, let's wrap this video up. You only got a couple minutes left.
All right.
Farming, working as far as music is concerned. She's not like some of these other artists that don't like going in the studio. They hate going in the studio. She will actually go in the studio. So I give her credit with that.
See what I'm saying?
You can just tell being a streamer, she's probably happier being a streamer than she is being an artist, because she feels like she can be herself. And at some point, a lot of these self-sabotagers always will sabotage their situations in order to just do whatever they want to do. And for her, I guess, is being a streamer. It goes back to what happened almost 6 years ago. And her being in that tiny chat. And then you look at how she has methodically basically taken a sledgehammer to her support base, to where now she's streaming on Twitch, possibly getting 5,000-6,000 live viewers. It's not a small bit, especially on Twitch, but you know, you're an artist that the media pushed. You're a media darling when it came to the
right
industry. But she never wants, I don't think she cares about, she's not a Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj actually cares about being an artist, she doesn't want to be anything other than an artist. She wants to be she wants to be number one. Doja Cat don't want to be number one. She don't have it to be number one. Nicki Minaj is very cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? She will beef with any of these women who come for her spot. Doja Cat ain't that type of person. I'm not saying she should beef, but she does not have that competitive spirit that you have.
If she stayed consistent, she would be.
That's why these artists make albums, go on tours, do a lot of appearances, because they want to be visual as an artist.
Right.
And Doja Cat doesn't want that. She wants to be
she's a great performer,
just with money and fame.
Oh, no doubt.
So let me know what's in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.
Yeah, shout out to JD Black, man. He be having some dope video breakdowns.
Who is that?
Y'all check him out. Huh?
JD Block?
J De Black is JAYEDEBLACK.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
We'll check him out.
Now, Brian said this whole thing is reminiscent to what happened to MIA. I kind of disagree, bro. Like, what happened with MIA, it wasn't
MIA? Mia?
Nah. All I want to do is boom, 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 and take your money. That Indian chick.
Oh, I ain't up on her.
Not well. She had that paper planes getting high night than a high night planes.
Oh like, yeah. I remember that.
MIA, she was popping like a motherfucker. And you know what, Brian? I take that back. She was popping, and she kind of said some crazy stuff like, "Hey, Jay-Z try to SA me. The industry is wicked," and all this other. She was low-key kind of being like anti-establishment. And you see how she had that #1 song that was in all these movie trailers and commercials, to now she can't. I don't even think she's in the United States anymore. Like, I think she got deported. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, you know what? My bad, Brian. You're right. This is low-key kind of reminiscent, because the same way that MIA was self-sabotaging her career, it seemed like Doja Cat is doing the same thing. Like, maybe Doja is trolling too hard to where it's like, damn, are we still joking? Like, people started to take this seriously. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like
she done joked her way out of position.
Hey,
she done joked her way out of position. Oh my God. Is that funny?
Jokes on you, Jack. Like, nigga. That's
oh my God.
Crazy. You think you joking everybody the whole time?
Oh wow.
You become the joke. Like, talk about some irony, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, like she definitely was. She wasn't from out here, and the stuff that she was doing definitely deemed her to get her ass bounced up out of here with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? So, so like, the industry is one thing, and then you fucking up what you got going on to be basically anti-industry. Hey, at the end of the day, if you constantly keep treating your fans like shit, huh?
No, go ahead.
No, if you constantly keep treating your fans like shit, bro, eventually you ain't gonna have nobody left. So it is what it is. Like, this is the dope conversation. Only one laughing at the jokes are the crickets. Damn. This is very interesting, huh?
No, I was thinking that what he was Brian was saying she was from the UK, and yeah, I remember her from the UK from that song. And just hey, you know, I know we're about to end the show and all that, but I gotta say this, dude. I'm seeing this quote, the comment from Brian was from the UK. Earlier today, man, this is just off subject. Earlier today, I was looking at this shit called Pete and Boz. And I've been on game with them for about 2 years, but I finally tapped in to get them to check out their latest shit. The thing about it, Pete and Boz is a UK duo rap. They do like drill rap. The only thing about it is they both over 70 years old.
The fuck?
But look, this the killer, right? And I was just scrolling through some shit, and then they performing. It was out here in Chicago performing, right?
The fuck?
He's 70 years old. He on a harness so he can be picked up and float over to the over the crowd so he can rap. While he was rapping, had to pass. Had to pass out on the harness.
Damn.
Right, bro. But look, yo, Pete and Boz, tight. Hey, man, anybody don't know about them? Go check them out. They some senior citizens. They killing the game, bro. They've been killing the game. But when I seen the UK shit, can it remind me when I was watching today? But I didn't know Pete that he passed out live at a concert. He was in. They had him in a harness, bro. Picked him up. And they moved him over to the crowd. He was rapping. He was bucks. He was killing that shit. And then he just went. Hey, this shit was funny in a motherfucker. But that just brought me to what I was thinking. I had to say that shit, dude, because I seen that. But yo, man, if y'all know about Pete and Boz, go check them out, bro. They hard in the motherfucker, man. Senior citizen, 73 years old, 70, something like that. I don't know. Old as fuck rapping. Killing it. But go ahead, I'm saying. I done went off subject. I know we ended the show, but I had to tell y'all about that, man. Like the UK shit popped up. The hell?
I'm looking. I'm seeing. Yeah, these niggas is old as shit.
Yeah.
Man, they got millions. Well, yeah, of course. They got millions of views and shit.
Hey,
so
man, they got bars, bro. Hey, they voices. Yo, they voices. It's like, yo, hold up, man. You heard the one guy. He rapping like that. Then the other one's like, got the deep raspy voice. And he coming in, they got that London accent. But they spitting bars, bro. They spitting bars, bro.
I'm going to check this shit out.
You got
Brian
to, man.
He saw a couple of them. He saw a couple of the reels. The ultimate puppet, man. Straight dangling. Straight dangling.
Hey, that shit was crazy, bro. Yeah.
Passed out.
Yeah, check them out, bro. They tight, bro. I ain't gonna even lie, man. They entertaining to me. I like it.
Before we leave, man. Before we leave. Wait,
yeah, that fool went slump.
You talking about this?
British rapper lost while suspended in the
Yeah.
73-year-old Pete Bowditch, one half of the British rap duo Kittenz, lost consciousness mid-song while the backing dancers continued performing.
He was killing it,
the
though.
harness cut off circulation, which caused him to pass out. Although the video ends before showing the outcome. The duo later stated Bowditch was okay.
Now, to celebrate that, we're announcing a tour to America!
They refunded everyone at the show and stated their next concerts will take place without changes. Do you think they should remove the harness from their shows? British
Hey, that's not funny, but nigga.
I know. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Like,
but I was laughing anyway. I was like, man, I'm sorry. This is funny.
Damn.
This is funny, dude.
Brian said he just needed a quick nap. Hey.
Yo, there was another clip where I seen where he was like in the middle of the rapping. No, they didn't say that. He was busting too. He was like, he went, like, oh my God. This he just died right now. What the hell happened? That shit was crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, I'm definitely have to check them out, man. But yeah,
they tight though. They tight. Check them out.
Enjoyed this conversation that we had, man. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Hey, before we get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like, retweet, subscribe, follow, heart, whatever it is, make sure
Yeah.
to do to get us in the algorithm. You feel me? Me and the homie OG Corndog, we on a mission. Get
Yep.
these channels monetized and shit like that. So we gonna be streaming,
Yep.
man, all the time. Y'all catch the clips that we got coming out. We go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You feel me? So
That
y'all
part.
be in tune with what we got going on. We got a lot of shit in store, man. So y'all definitely don't want to miss out. Man, salute to everybody that pulled up. And on that note, we out. Peace.
Yo, 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 you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.